What's going on? Talking about Shawn Porter today. Once again, says that in the Fight Hype interview, I'm going to link in the description so y'all know that's trill. That Errol Spence is not the king of the welterweight division. Said he expects him to go through some trials and tribulations versus Lamont Peterson. He said he expects Peterson to give him some issues. No, Barry Hunter going to have Lamont King Pete ready. And says that, he look forward to being the king of the division. This your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic. At the end of the day, if you're going to be the king of the division, you're going to have to go through Errol Spence, And I'm going to keep doing videos on this. He's saying some stuff, saying some right things, but then he's swerving around it. And at the end of the day, a lot of these welterweights is hoping and praying that Lamont Peterson can do what they were scared to do and beat Errol Spence. A lot of these guys is wishful thinking. And, how you going to say you want to be the king of the division when you could have had the Errol Spence fight coming on up? You could have had it in December. You could have had it in October. Fox had a day for Errol Spence in October, November. You could have had it about now. You would have been fighting around the same time you fight now. These guys really don't want to be the king of the division, bro. They want the easy route. They want to just go for Thurman, get the 2 belts, and call it a day. If you really wanted to secure you a Thurman fight, I understand that you're the mandatory, but, realistically, he going to have a tune-up. And then if Crawford gets his belt and Earl has his belt, realistically, he can fight them over you. So you're really not the mandatory. You're really not the number one person that deserves to fight. Because if he makes a unification bout with any one of those guys, guess what? Unification trumps a mandatory for the WBC. So in actuality, you cannot fight Thurman next year. If Thurman fights twice next year, or let's say 3 times just to be nice, even though we know it's not going to happen. Okay, he has a tune-up. He comes back. He gets another voluntary. He can fight Danny Garcia, or he can fight Errol Spence for the unification bout. Let's say he fight Errol Spence. We know it ain't going to happen hypothetically. He fight Errol Spence. He can fight Errol Spence. That's unification bout. Trumps the WC mandatory. He wanted to turn around and fight the Jeff Horner or the Crawford winner. Probably going to be Crawford. That's unification bout. It's over with right there. You wasted a whole year pity-patting around fighting, waiting on Keith Thurman, but he just played you. He just played you. And then if you fight once next year and the tune-up and get injured, then what? Or if you fight twice next year and get injured, then what? You going to hope the WC strip Keith Thurman of the belt? And you going to get a vacant belt? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what this guy's thinking. At the end of the day, they scared to lose. They scared to compete. Don't believe everything you hear. They want to bash Danny Garcia. That's cool. But don't bash somebody and you ducking other people too. Talking about we waiting on Keith Thurman. We see him as invincible. We see him as the king of the division. Okay, you see him as the king of the division. You in position to fight him. I feel you on that. But don't you want to get a world title and bring something to the table to make the fight more bigger? He making $500,000 this fight with Granados, which is the worst payday. But guess what? Errol Spence making 3.5 versus Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson at least making $1 million. He doubling up what you making. So why didn't you want to get $1 million payday? Which would probably been more for you than Lamont Peterson because you were known name at 147. So you'd have got 1.5, almost $2 million in a fight like that. You see what I'm saying? And they want to talk. And then anytime you bring out a name at the top of the welterweight division, that's a threat besides Keith Thurman, Kenny Porter, and Shawn Porter, they look shook. Terrence Crawford, oh, you know what, man? We like Terrence Crawford, but, somewhere down the line. Somewhere down the line. And then the other day, we talked about, he asked about Errol Spence or whatever. Oh, I don't know how longer I'm going to make the weight. Like, bro, stop acting like y'all like the boogeyman or something like that, man. Nobody really want to see Shawn fight like that because he dirty. It's a nasty, filthy type fight, especially if the guy don't have the right style to accommodate his style. Stop playing with me, man. How to say my correct RBTO voice, man. Stop playing with me. Man, don't let these fools fool you, man. They contradict themselves all the time, and I don't have a problem with Kenny and Shawn besides the contradictions. Apparently, Errol Spence must have laid hands like a masseuse on him in that 2 rounds they sparred in. So he ain't got nothing for Errol Spence. And that's what it is. He trying to be the king of the division. And when it's time to fight Errol Spence, by being the king beating Keith Thurman, he gonna move up in weight. he gonna move back up and weight because he came for 154. You know? These dudes ain't thorough, man. You know? Bud is a real dude, bro. Errol Spence is a real dude. Keith Thurman, Shawn Porter, I don't know, man. They got a little bit of duck sugar in their tank, man. You know, I don't know, but I not like Keith Thurman. But I want to see what his intentions is. They ain't no killers and no stone cold gangsters like Crawford and Spence. We gone, though.